we're on this brink of this epoch where folks are now recognising, and doctors particularly, with my help quite often, are realising that there's this correlation between how you feel emotionally, which has been, let's not talk about feeling, how you feel emotionally and your physical well-being. We've always known that stress makes everything worse, but we're not being that accepting of the idea that the opposite is also true. So once one thing is, got to stop me doing the whole course with you in an hour. If something is really, really true, it's like an equation. It's also true the opposite way round. So even the big billboards you'll see on churches that God is love, well, turn that around then. So love is God. Yeah? You know, if you don't believe in God, or do you believe in the goodness of people and how we can help each other and all of that? You know, if it, turn everything around. So if it's true, it'll work both ways, because it'll balance out. And so therefore, all this is now scientifically proven, and I can put a headband on you and I can measure your brain waves so that I'll know that you're in trance. You know, we're very, very practical, hands-on. You can see that. Did they tell you about the alpha waves, about the beta state and all of this? So you've got so much coming to you that's going to enhance what you already know. And thank goodness that you're still on board. You know, that you haven't thought, oh, hypnotherapy, I'm glad that you still got that enthusiasm. And now tell me about the situation with the Marisa Peer thing, and how come you've been attracted to our course?
I found it quite difficult. There was lots of different people on the course from lots of different countries. I found communicating with some of the people from different countries very, very difficult. I found some of them quite rude. And you've got lots of different people from lots of levels. So there was a psychiatrist on there, and we were told to do an exercise. We weren't told to try and diagnose the person, but just to try and gain information from the person as to you know, what they actually needed help with. Because sometimes, obviously, when we go to the doctors or we go to somewhere, we think that it's, you know, I don't know, you broke a leg or something, when actually, you know, it's something else. So we were fact finding, and this lady was sort of going on about different things, and then she got quite agitated with me because she said, well, what I wanted you to diagnose was the fact that me falling off the tree was that I'd got a rubbish relationship. She didn't put it like this, she put it a bit more elegant and used a bit posher words than I'm using, but diagnosed that that was because I got a rubbish relationship with my parent. And I said, well, but that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to diagnose you. I'm here to listen to you and listen to what the information and the facts that you're giving me. So I'm not here to make that decision for you. That's the reason. I'm just here to try and get you to understand that.
And was that the fabrication?
Really,
was that?
Yeah.
Was this kind of role play, that this wasn't a real situation that she was presenting?
This was role play. We were only role playing, and then the tutor, because it was online, the tutor wasn't actually there present in the meeting, and she came in when this lady was getting quite agitated.
So the tutor wasn't Marisa Peer?
No, it was because you very rarely saw Marisa Peer, to be fair. So he wasn't even getting trained by Marisa Peer. Marisa Peer was just taking your money. So no. So we had one sort of hour. But then there was sort of, I don't know, like, I mean, if I was to say, 500 people in that meeting with Marisa Peer, the chances of you actually getting to say anything to Marisa Peer were very slim. So no, you might as well just not even bother with it. But she was only using her name, really, because you weren't getting trained by Marisa. So then this tutor would come in, she came in, and all she heard was me explaining to this lady that I wasn't there to diagnose her. I was just there to try and get the information. And but she didn't see how rude she was to me, so nothing ever got said about it. And I thought, I'm not being treated like that. I'm not being spoken to like that. That's not what we were asked to do. And a lot of the community, a lot of the language, a lot of the because there were lots of people from lots of different countries, so there was a sort of language barrier, I thought. Whereas they were speaking English, a lot of people asked me to repeat myself because they didn't understand my accent, and I thought, I haven't even got a strong accent. I mean, I've got an accent, obviously, but I think that I'm quite clear, and so that prevented you from probably saying everything, because you thought, well, I better not say too much because they can't understand me. So it was, yeah, it wasn't the best really, but because it was all online, I didn't really feel, I just couldn't sort of, I just found it very, very difficult. But actually trying to do the practice in the class, that was very, very difficult.
So were there videos of Marisa Peer doing things with clients which were then presented to you?
Yeah.
So you kind of learned from that, and then you had a tutor getting you to do the practical. Is that the format?
Well, it was a bit it was a bit weird really, because you would watch the videos, but then the exercises we were doing weren't really anything to do with the videos.
What?
Yeah, so that was a bit difficult as well. Yeah, so you thought you were going to do one thing, and then so it never sort of complemented each other. The videos and what you were practicing weren't even the same thing. So that was a bit confusing as well. They said that you had to like just go through all the different sections at your own time and your own leisure. But it was a bit, yeah, I don't know.
How far did you get into it, and did you not complain at any point, or, you know, as you say, your tenacity with dealing with social workers? Did you think at any point, I'm going to have to put a formal complaint here, or to get some? I've paid my money. I need some this to be redressed in some way.
I did email, but the people that you dealt with were in America. So I would email, and then you would have to wait quite a while to get a response. But then you were just getting generic answers that I thought they weren't really personalised to what you were saying at all, really.
Yeah.
They were missing quite a lot of what I'd actually said, and I thought, you're not reading it really, you're just sending me a generic response back. So it was a bit waste of time, really.
So you weren't at the brink of wanting your money back or anything like that? Or
we're still going through all of that. I don't think I'll get the money back, but they want me to carry on paying for the whole of the course, which I'm arguing with, saying, well, you know, I don't really agree with that, because it was £5,000, or just over £5,000.
And what have you paid of it? Do you mind me asking?
I've paid most of that. I've got about £1,500 to pay. So they've had the majority of the money, and I didn't get the majority of the course.
What?
But it makes me inspired now. I woke up this morning going, I'm fed up, and I don't like when other people, when you're waiting around for other people, it drives me up the absolute wall. I'm one of these ones. I've got to get it done. Right, let's get cracking. Why aren't we doing it?
And this is about coming along and really consolidating what you've done already, letting us kind of correct some things that might have been a bit off with your training, and enthusing and firing you up to help so many people that you're going to be helping, including, first and foremost, yourself.
Yeah.
Having that boost, coming along, having fun. We've got a spa, you know, it's going to be wonderful. Yay! just doing it for the spa. Maryhill got this massive shopping centre. It used to be one of the ones with monorails and everything, but
Yeah.
they had to take the monorails down because health and safety. It's such a shame. So it's a lovely, lovely shopping centre. We can have a fabulous time. And yes, thank you. You are coming, yes?
Yes, I am coming. Yes, you've made me. Yes,
Wonderful.
you've made me realise that. Yeah.
Yes.
I should. Yeah.
Yeah. And do it because you want to, and
Yeah.
come along and have fun and recognise that everything you've learned has not been wasted. It's all going to come back into play and be enhanced so much. But first and foremost for yourself and your own interactions, and let's get you to the place where you belong.
I'm looking forward to it now, bless you. Give me a bit of energy back. I was really this morning. Well, I have been all week actually,
Yeah.
but I was like, gotta get up again.
Usually that happens because life isn't going the way I want it to go.
I'm not very controlling. Am I?
But there's your higher self going, "Oh, it's going exactly as it ought to be going. You just don't realise it at the moment." It's like,
I'm just so impatient that I think that's what my problem is.
So I noticed with lots of the words that you use, how would you reframe impatience? So
I don't know.
See, that's what we're aiming for. When the client says, I don't know, I'm not going to answer because it's about you. So if you think about, after this call, I wonder what Jenny meant. What's the essence of impatience? What's another word for impatience? And think of somebody that you admire, either real or imagined, some character. Would you call them impatient? Or would you call them something else? How can we reframe impatience so that it becomes a more positive thing for you,
Yeah.
And you start to, all these kind of linguistics, and you realise how much we beat ourselves up.
Yeah.
Impatience can be a good thing. It's just what it's applied to. And it's kind of, we have kind of the essence of these feelings, but we apply it to this thing going wrong rather than this thing going right, if you like.
Yeah.
And wrong and right is only a perception.
Yeah.
So I'm so pleased. I shall see you next
Thank you
week.
so much, Jenny. I really appreciate your time.
Yes, and anytime you want to contact me again in between now and then, please do so. Don't hesitate at all. Okay, you promise me?
Thank you ever so much. I will do. Thank you.
Thank you. All right then.
All right. You have a great day.
You too.
you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.